guys, welcome back to Intuitive Angling, and appreciate you guys coming by the channel today to check the episode out. And guys, today we're going to be talking about the 3 lures that are the easiest lures to catch a limit of bass on. If you want to catch a quick limit, get out there and get a lot of numbers of fish. I got 3 different lures I'm going to go over today. I'm going to show you how to rig them, how to set them up, and sort of talk a little bit about the areas they work in. So definitely think it's going to increase the number of fish you guys catch. Also, guys, 2 quick things before we get started. Just a reminder, you probably heard me talking about it. In celebration of our nation's 250th anniversary, Swimbait has got the biggest sale of the year going on my Signature Series glasses, my RB2s and 3s. 50% off right now, guys. Half price on them if you guys would like to get a pair. 3 different frame colors here, a bunch of different lens colors, optical clarity second to none. And I'll put the Swimbait link in the description of this video. And if you use that promo code RandyB, you get free shipping and handling. And also, guys, the other 250th celebration special, you guys heard me talking about this. Cast King has got this Patriot special combo, guys. Royal Legend bait cast reel, 7-foot 3-inch medium heavy bait cast rod, built for stout, tournament grade, really cool red, white, and blue colors here. And they also make one in a spinning rod model. So I'll put the Cast King link in the video description here if you guys would like to order one there. And if you use the promo code RANDY10, you get an additional discount. So thank you very much for that. Appreciate it. Okay, one of the things about it's like there's lures are, it's a little intimidating as far as, you know, knowing what lure to select as far as catching size of fish, numbers of fish, in between fish. It's a learning process that never stops. But what specifically I want to talk about today is I want to talk about if you just want to get a lot of bites and go out there and get bit. Maybe you're fishing with somebody that doesn't have a lot of experience, or excuse me, maybe you just want to catch a bunch of fish yourself. I got 3 different baits here that are a little different than what you probably think I'm going to talk about here, that I catch a ton of fish on. So we're going to show you what those is here in the video. Okay, now the first one, guys, in fact, this one's all chewed up because I was at the lake 2 weeks ago with it and caught a bunch of fish on it here. This is one of my favorite limit getters, guys. I take a 4-inch Zoom Finesse worm and I bite off about a 1/2 inch from it, and I put it on, this is the Cast King Ned head here, but I put it on a Ned head like that. Little 4-inch worm, it's called a jig head worm. And this was the predecessor to the shaky head. We fished this forever before people even came up with a shaky head. But there's something about, guys, a little jig head worm presentation. I don't know what it is about it. It gets a ton of bites. So, you know, most of the time this is like a 3/32, some type of a green pumpkin or watermelon. And just fish it around any type of shallow water and points, bare banks. Works good in a lot of different situations that you don't have real snaggy areas. So my favorite, way to catch a limit on the jig head worm is just running points with it. I'll get out there and, fish main lake and secondary points. You really need water visibility of like at least 2.5 feet or so for it to work good. And depending upon the water visibility, if it's 2 feet, 2.5 feet, or 10-foot clarity, I'm going to be working anywhere between sort of that 5 to 20-foot zone. 6-pound test 4 carbon line, but jig head worm, guys, will get you lots of bites there. Okay, the next one, now this is sort of on the same line, but it's what I call half an Ed. So what I do is in my soft plastic stick baits like this, if you get them where they're tore up and the head's ripped here, don't throw them away. What you want to do is you want to make a downsized Ned rig. Now most Ned rigs bodies are about like this. They're about 2.5 or 3 inches. Actually, my buddy Luke Clausen, who's on the Bridgeford team with me, he came up with this. He told me about it years ago. But take a regular Ned worm, like a 3-inch Ned worm, and cut it in half to where, it's just about 1 inch long. It's like a little inch long. And then take the Ned head again, and you're going to put it in there. And guys, Owen, you guys have seen some of this. The biggest limit of smallmouth I ever saw caught was at Lake St. Clair with Owen when he was 10 years old on this bait right here, which we call half a Ned. That's half a Ned rig. It's like just a little bitty tidbit. It's something that big smallmouth will bite it. Obviously, this is a clear water situation, but I've caught a lot of largemouth and spotted bass on it. But just sort of ran it through a little bit further. But just take about 1 inch long, or like I said, save all of your soft plastic stick baits, make them about 1 inch long, and make you a little half a Ned like that. Again, 6-pound test line, same type of deals, guys. I love to fish them on points, any type of a clean bottom like that, flatter banks. Piling docks also, you can catch them around piling docks. It's great for smallmouth, but this will definitely get you a limit of fish in tough fishing conditions. Okay, and the last one's a little bit different. It's going to be a swim bait. We're taking the Megabass Hazendong shad here. This is the 3-inch Hazendong shad. We got this Megabass Okashira jig head. Guys, I'll link all these baits in my Tackle Warehouse link in this video description if you'd like to get some. But take the 3-inch Hazendong shad, Megabass Okashira here, and what I like to do with it is I'm going to cut the head, you know, the eyeball part off of it, because the Okashira head is going to serve as the head. This right here, guys, is freaking, if you can get around some clear water bass where they're schooling up, this thing is deadly. It's like a little minnow. But that little thing right there, guys, that will get you a quick limit of fish. Best way to catch them on this thing is, again, get out there on those points and you're fishing for suspended bass on those points. If you have water visibility over about 3 feet, take the Hazendong shad, fan cast it around the points there. One cast, count it down to 10 feet, start reeling it in. Another cast, let it go to the bottom and start reeling it in. If you've got floating docks, like those commercial docks or residential docks that have clean water, throw the thing right next to the docks there into the styrofoam floats. If you have bridge piers, throw this thing around a bridge pier, guys. It'll get you a quick limit on that. Wave breaks, you know those things that they put out in front of marinas, like the tire reefs and stuff. Swim this thing underneath like that. But guys, I'm telling you right there, if there's a bass around, they can't resist that. And another thing with that is if you happen to see some bass on your sonar unit, like under your boat, just drop this thing vertical right underneath it and just sort of jig it vertical. But guys, those are my 3 main things. If you want to catch a fast limit of bass, these are the best ones for it. Jig head worm, half a Ned there, and the Hazendong shad in the 3-inch size there. Like I said, most of the time when you're talking about catching a limit of bass, you have to be in those areas where there's big groups of fish at. So that's why I really like fishing points. I mean, the secondary and main lake points, they always have a lot of fish on them. They have very educated fish on them. Bass that are on points are educated because they're one of the most popular fishing structures on any lake. And by downsizing to these little baits I showed you here, it'll allow you to catch those heavily pressured fish. That's where they really shine at. And another situation these baits shine at is tough fishing conditions, like not much wind, calm conditions, bright sunny skies, clear water, lots of boats on the water, especially in the summertime, guys, when you've got the pontoons and the jet skis and all the boats running around making a bunch of noise. You can downsize to these little baits here and still get a lot of fish. So hope it helps out. We'll talk later.